Heyo, we're back for a mine update. I had to do a few revisions to the plant. I was getting dirt backing up, and the rock crushers I had looped together and going into a single fractioner, uh, and that was just bottlenecking the whole plant. So now I have 16 crushers and 16 fractioners to go along with the 16 of everything else. And then I started running into some issues with just how much volume was coming through the plant, and things were backing up down here. And we're at the point now where we're no longer going to collect the dirt and sell it. Now that we're level 50, we're just going to send all that dirt. We're going to see if we can fill up this valley, see what we can do. So we've got all the dirt spouts shooting back here, and that should definitely help everything that we want to get come straight to this one storage box. So that should be the plan. And then we also added, we'll have to take you back down to the blast mine, show you the updates. But as you can see now, there's 4 conveyors coming up from the bottom. And we have reconstructed this hopper box here, and then reconstructed some of the conveyors. So now these each conveyor in the hopper now has its own dedicated, basically 4 trommels, 4 crushers, 4 of everything to process each line of that conveyor. So that's the updates to the top, to the mega wash plant here. I don't often do kind of series for YouTube, but the video I just released of the first mega wash plant video actually for some reason did well, unintended. So I appreciate those views. So I'm thinking on maybe doing a little bit more of this content and starting from level 1 and maybe doing a little series. So let me know what you think about that. But this is where we are now in the blast mine. So before we only had the 2 and the 2 conveyor system. Now we have the 4 conveyor system. That is now, this acts as a huge hopper whenever we do our blast now. So this right here catches and collects most of our stuff. And now we're set basically to do another blast. We get a little bit of the Pandora rocks or moon rocks, whatever you want to call them. We get some debris left over that just don't want to go away, so we have to delete some of that stuff sometimes. But yeah, so let's get ready for a new blast. So now our blast consists of us also doing a little bit of Fortnite. So we got to be able to build up to where we need to put some of our charges. So you'll see me switching back and forth, and this process will take a little while to set all of our charges, but we'll skip through some of that and get right back to the action. So we're getting ready for blast soon, but I need to pre-position the drone because when we get the amount of debris we're about to get on the conveyors here, the computer's gonna chug. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skip through all the chugging. I'll show you some of the wash plant loading up, kind of everything rolling. But I don't know how well it's going to record during the chug, so I'm going to skip through some of it. But before we start, we're going to make sure our storage box is clean. So let's swap to the truck. All right, we still had a little bit of junk in there from... the system really seems to hold on to a little bit of material. Like, it takes a while before it fully wants to process everything. So let's go ahead and sell this. You know, it's nice coming back to the wash plant, find a little extra money in your cleanup. Another 300,000. That's nice. All right, so let's double check, make sure. Oh, all right. There's still some trickling in. Let's just call it empty. All right, it's empty. Let's head back over and get ready for the explosion. Let's get a good vantage point. What do you think? Somewhere down here, something like that? All right, let's hit it. And just be ready for total frame annihilation. Let's watch that again. An instant replay. Can I just say, what an explosion? I mean, holy crap. All right, I've just been letting things build up for a minute, letting everything process as best as it can. And I'm aware mining like this makes the game a little unplayable, but I'm having fun doing it, and that's what matters. So, playing at 1 frame a second, let's check out. Let's see if the wash plant's loading up. Let's see if we're having any backups. We were having a lot of backups over here, which is why I revised the plant to now have the excess dirt dump off the back. And again, now that we're not level 50, that's something we're no longer going to sell for like money / experience. You know, we're just going to dump the dirt and get the valuable stuff. All right, so this is kind of where we are. You can see some material coming in over in that bottom left hopper, dropping in. And again, it should all only be the top, you know, copper, magnetite, diamonds, jade, you know, all that stuff. So wash plant is stacking up nicely. Let's see how much we got left down below to come up top. See if it'll let us out of the drone here. Hey, all right. Let all this load back in for a second. So this is why the game is still running pretty rough, because we still have this much material waiting to get into the wash plant. So it's slowly going down. And again, I know the game's not running smooth. I know some people probably losing their mind at this, but I think it's cool we blast an entire side of the mountain and we gotta just waiting to go in the wash plant. So, you know, we're just washing rocks. All right, so we're back for a quick little update. The computer's been chugging. So what we did, we've gone and added 2 storage boxes to try and catch some of the dirt, and it's added some smoothness to the game. When I built those dirt dumping conveyors here, I didn't consider how much more processing it would have to do to generate those dirt blobs falling. So I've tried to get over there and cap those 2. It's so laggy, I can't get to it. So yeah, some of the drawbacks of blasting a whole mountain into 4 conveyors. Speaking of, let's see how much time we got left over here. Yikes. Still a bit laggy, but we're getting there. And you can actually watch it slowly move downwards. It's kind of funny. You can actually see them inching down into the pit. So it is cool to see it working. It does make the computer chug pretty hard. But hey, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Alright, we're sitting down here at the bottom conveyors, and I have to tell you, it's been an hour since we started the recording. Maybe an hour and 15 now. And, you know, we blew out a whole side of a mountain. You know, that was a lot of material. But the computer is still struggling. This is a very effective way to mine, if your computer can handle it, of course. Now I'm thinking see, we like those. Free dirt. We love those cave-ins. Just let it come on down. Looks like that was some bedrock. So yeah, obviously rendering all these down here in the bottom and then piping them all the way to the top, and the physics having to fully render those. And see, now the game's running pretty smooth. We're getting down, I guess, below some sort of threshold. You can actually see the whole plant running. All right, yeah, pretty empty here. Pretty much every drum is spinning. Everything's running at max capacity now that the game can kind of handle it. We finished processing all those, and the last little bit's gonna be coming up from the bottom. Yeah, now pretty much everything is running at full tilt. And that's the window I guess we need to try to stay in. Maybe cut our blast in half. You know, not gonna lie, I set up a big one for YouTube. I set up a big one for you guys. I wanted you guys to check it out. But I think our next improvements are going to be, we got to cap off these dirt collectors so they're not producing as much physics. Also, I think all these other drops we have into these collection bins, I need to figure out how to literally pipe it from the bottom straight into those connectors up there, instead of doing a drop and then it goes through the whole thing and then another drop. I think that's just too much. If we were to clean up some of this down here, and then, as cool as this is, I mean, trust me, I'm sitting here, I'm wanting this thing to be, you know, I want to stack another 4 on top of those and have it dump, you know, and fill this whole hopper up. That's, I mean, that was my plan. I built this big old hopper up here to fill it up one day, but I don't know if the game can handle it. So I think what we're going to do is figure out how to reroute this conveyor system and do away with a lot of this over here, and then just basically those are 2 conveyors, those 2 right there, and then these 2 right here that you see. I may just turn those and go down that way somehow. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we got to reduce the amount of these little dirt balls that are falling around. All right, I think these are the last few to get in there. Maybe there's 1 or 2 more up there still hanging about, but I mean, you guys remember the start of the video. This was probably, you know, well over my head, up to at least here, maybe full of dirt. So we'll run up top, make sure our top hopper is empty, and again, you know, when we chew through some of this material, everything runs really smooth. I think just suspending every particle, you know, 3 or 4 times over the course of, you know, blowing it up to getting it in one of my storage bins. I mean, we render every node so many times with this setup. So I think next we'll be working on trying to get some efficiencies out of this for computer, not necessarily production. We just need our computer not to want to Sudoku itself every time. All right. The last couple in there. And it will probably take several minutes before, like, the last little bit of dirt runs through the plant. All right, and we're back. So I think it's done running. All right, so we got 9K gravel, 1.1 magnetite, 204 copper. We got 101 rhodium, some lithium, bauxite, bauxite. I'm probably saying that all wrong. And these auto saves. I need to change the duration. What is this? Oh, this is platinum. I don't think I've gotten platinum before. Let's see, diamonds, yeah, coal, yeah, gold, yeah. Yeah, we've got most of this, rubies and stuff, but platinum, I want to see how much that sells for. Let's see. 3.7K, that's it, huh? Oh, I know we only got 18, but probably a fair exchange. All right, let's see what that cleanup gives us. A little bit of dynamite. And now, in total, we're probably at least an hour and a half. 605K. Now, if we would be selling the dirt, which I could go collect, I mean, yeah, it might be another 10 or 15K. So, you know, not bad on the cleanup. We're almost level 52. Well, thanks for coming and checking out the update to the plant. I think we found a few, you know, drawbacks to it, to the revision. So another revision coming. So if you like the content, hopefully it's up your alley. I hope you like this game. There'll be more to come. And again, if you're interested in maybe having me start from level 1 and do like a small little season, episode by episode kind of thing, just let me know down in the comments. That's something I wouldn't mind doing. This is a great game for it. And maybe we can get a change of scenery. Maybe we can find a new map and start from level 1 and try it again. So again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.